I love your statement. I want to answer this. So the thing is this. We are in ascension. There are 9 portals to planetary ascension and personal ascension. Now, in the planetary ascension, which is what we are doing as a collective, and where we're at as a collective is the sublimation. This is where it talks about Kali in the end with Kaliki, whatever, the last avatar coming in and to destroy the ego, which is in Hindu terms the soul. And that's the causal body. So this is known as sublimation, when the soul refuses to incarnate anymore in the physical. And what that means is that the body of Christ, the body of the cosmic being, the collective soul has accumulated enough incarnations and intelligence and light quotient essentially, and no longer needs to take on a physical incarnation. And when that happens, that's whenever the human evolution is over. And so that sublimation process means, just like with you in your personal ascension, is the disintegration, sublimation of the physical. So the rainbow body, when we no longer have a physical body, but it turns to a silica-based body, and you transfigure the transfiguration into a plasma-based being, and you ascend to the higher realms, the Buddhic plane, the higher mental plane, the next heaven. And so the plane, the cosmic being is going to do this as well. And that's what we've been creating. And that's what our body is. That's what going supernova is about. It's what about becoming immortal is all about. Understanding our eternal oneness, our immortality, our, bringing that into our conscious perceptual awareness so that our cells take on that as truth, and the cells will go in through a mutation process. And again, we go from being a carbon-based being and a dense heavy mineral being to a gaseous being, which the noble gases exist in our body, but at a higher octave, which is a higher frequency. And that's what we're doing, is raising our genetic frequency to be a noble gas so that we can become illuminated beings, and we can become a gaseous being. And we operate off the silica-based, plasma-based DNA that's in our blood, not just the 2% codable DNA, but the 98% non-codable DNA. Okay, so sublimation is when the causal plane, the collective soul, goes through annihilation. We court annihilation. And that annihilation is when the soul and the higher self sever. Or another way to look at it is the soul gets absorbed back into the higher self. And the beings that have been elevated into their higher self, courted annihilation, and absorbed themselves back into the one, the source, and embodied divine presence, they will elevate to the next heaven. They will become the angelic presence. They will go through transfiguration. They will become illuminated beings. They will obtain the rainbow body. They will become the 7th root race. Totality of it. The others that refuse and want to be locked in the material will have that. And this is where we see the splitting of the earths and the two worlds at the same time, if you will. And so the body, when you become your next highest version, you do not bring your old version with you. You know it existed, but you're no longer that. Right? And so it's the same thing with the planet, the planetary consciousness. It no longer needs its lower self, which are all of the cells, individuated cells that are operating as parts of the lower chakras of the cosmic being of the planet. Okay, so the lower 3 chakras, it no longer, or even the heart, it no longer needs it. They become obsolete, gone. That's part of the supernova part. That's part of the flash. That's part of the sublimation. Just like you, whenever you transcend this reality and you no longer need to incarnate because you have no more desires and karma, all of this becomes obsolete, and you let go of your soul. You let go of those aspects of you that keep you individuated. And you let go and you return to the Godhead. That's it. That's how it is. And, you know, it's the human mind it has a hard time fathoming this. How does it happen? All the questions. You know, like that's what the spiritual journey is about, is like, and the many incarnations is about. And, you know, not all souls that are here right now on this plane are going to attain the highest state of consciousness that could be obtained on this planet. A lot of people are just, not people, a lot of souls that are here are just getting an earthly experience. You're an immortal, eternal soul, eternal essence, like infinite creations, infinite possibilities and other realms and dimensions. This was just one, and it has reached its pinnacle. Nothing else new is going to be created here. It's about moving on to the next plane of existence, which is the Buddhic plane, which is a semi-etheric plane. And we have evolved the human, the light of mind, and the form to its highest expression, so that the divine, the Deva consciousness, the angelic consciousness, could fully descend into the physical form, and it would be able to mutate. It would be able to hold the nova, the supernovic frequency, like star in a jar, you know. And, you know, anyways, so to summarize that, you know, what you're talking about with the body of Christ, and Jesus did it, we can do it too. You know, it just takes, and we've done that. Lots of us have actually done it, and on an individual level and in other incarnations. This was just us coming in to do it on the final, to ascend the planetary consciousness, the human experience to be done. The human experience is done, and we're moving into our celestial evolution, and we've returned to the celestial hierarchy where we belong. But we had to create a soul. It's kind of like, you know, you were a teenager, you needed to go out in life and have some experience, become a full-grown fucking adult, to have some appreciation for your parents. And so you didn't just do dumb shit and constantly make bad decisions. You had to grow the fuck up. The cosmic being in which we are, called God, Brahma, he's a cosmic being, and it was a cosmic teenager who was an adolescent and had to go through trillions of years of experience creating a soul, so that when it became a cosmic being, an adult, a cosmic adult, and it went out into the universe and created its own universes and cosmos, it didn't do it from a place of destruction and, you know, destroying other cosmic beings' worlds, you know. And so, as within, so without, you know, the cosmic being we are is the cosmic being we are. And if we had to grow up, it had to grow up, and it's grown up. It's matured, it's maturated, and it's done. I mean, I understand it from this perspective, but that's just me. I mean, it's not just me. There's lots of us that get it. But it can be a little hard to grasp for some people. A little too out there. So if you know, you know, man. So thanks for your comment, and I hope that you found this to be of interest. And yeah, keep them coming. I got plenty of things to talk about.